Hello there, and this is the Arcatium TCG YouTube channel. And today, we're doing a simple introduction on how to play Arcatium TCG. I am your presenter, LC. This is an Arcatium TCG board. There are 4 zones you put sorcerers in, and a deck slot for your deck. There's usually 2, and also the discard pile. There's usually 2 boards for you and your opponent, but today, we're just using our side. The end goal of Arcatium TCG is to get 4 void zones on your enemies, each one of your enemy's zones. Or you can just attack the opponent directly and whittle down their direct HP. But first, you have to understand the cards. There are 2 types of cards in the game. There are spells and sorcerers. Sorcerers are what you play in the game, where you put on each zone. And there are some numbers that you need to know on each sorcerer. This is the attack of each sorcerer, and the attack stat is how much damage it will do in a direct attack at the end of each turn. The HP, which is just, HP, which just how much damage they can take. And this is the level / spell energy a sorcerer has. Spell energy is a little bit more complicated, but in general, spell energy is used to cast spells. This level 2 sorcerer, Pterodon of the Hollow Oaks, has 2 spell energy, which means it can cast a level 2 spell in 1 turn. Or it can cast 2 level 1 spells in 1 turn. It just depends on how much you want to use. And spell energy refreshes at the beginning of every turn. Now we move on to the spells. The spells are just how much, and just you cast them with the spell energy of a sorcerer, and you just do their description. Like in this one, Treasure Trunk, you discard 1 card and then add 2 sorcerers with different names from your deck to your hand. But how do you know which spells a sorcerer can cast? That just is defined by the energy. This is a nature type spell, and this sorcerer is part nature, so it can cast these spells. Another case is neutral spells. Neutral spells can be cast by any sorcerer, given that if they have enough spell energy. In the beginning of any Arcatium TCG game, the first thing you do is find 2 different named level 1 sorcerers from your deck. This one is Birdwatcher of the Hollow Oaks, and this one's Howling Phantom of the Hollow Oaks. And then put it on any 2 zones you want. And then, next you have to choose which person goes first. And when you do, the first person only draws 3 cards, while the person that's going second draws 4 cards. And if you don't like the hand you got given, you can always call mulligan. You can shuffle your hand into the deck and draw as many cards, but your opponent draws an extra card. And when you do a mulligan, if your opponent called mulligan beforehand and you draw a nil one, you still draw 5 cards. Now, at the beginning of every single turn in the Arcatium TCG, you first draw a card. And then you can do basically a lot of things. You can either cast spells, you can transform higher, you can higher. And remember, you can only transform / higher once a turn. Also, on the first turn, neither opponent can attack, and an attack is the end of a turn, and when you attack, your turn is automatically ended. And thank you for watching our Arcatium TCG video. Please like and subscribe, and ring that notification bell, and stay in tune for our next releases.